Should I buy a condo or townhouse when downsizing in Chandler, Arizona? If your goal is to work less space, and fewer headaches, a condo often wins. If your goal is smaller than a single-family home, but still more private and elbow room, a townhouse usually makes more sense. That's the clean answer. The better answer depends on what kind of downsizing you want. A lot of people think that downsizing is only about square footage. It isn't. It's about how much maintenance you want, how much outdoor space you still want to deal with, and how much HOA involvement you can tolerate, plus whether you want a simpler lifestyle or just a different layout. Remember, once you downsize, you're not only buying a home, you're buying a lifestyle. The biggest difference between a condo and a townhouse is bigger than most people realize. So most people think that the difference is just how a complex looks. They think that condos always look like apartments and have carports, and townhouses never have a unit above or below theirs, and they always have garages. Now, let me go into the difference because that's not always the case. In a condo, you usually own the interior of your unit and share the ownership of common areas through an association. In other words, if the complex is 100 units total, you will own 1/100th of the complex, defined within your house's space. The ownership complexity is the reason why it's so much harder to get conventional or FHA financing on a condo, and the mortgage rates are always higher than any other product. Now, HOA fees are not paid through your mortgage payment. It's your homeowner's insurance and taxes that are. Failing to pay the HOA dues will lead to a lien on your house, meaning they can take their money when you sell your house. All right, now let's talk about when a condo is better. A condo is usually a better fit when you're done dealing with the exterior upkeep and you want the most lock and leave option possible. Many condo communities cover more of the outside maintenance through the association. And in Arizona, condo insurance often works on a walls-in basis. Some complexes cover plumbing and electrical issues inside the home and not only the outside. They also typically cover roof maintenance as well. They won't cover your air conditioner though, so sorry about that. And it's not really a surprise because here in the desert, having the extra condo coverage can really be a relief if you're tired of roof worries and yard work, exterior paint, and hunting down contractors. The condo might be the right fit for you, especially if you travel a lot, if you want little to no yard care, you want lower maintenance day to day, you're comfortable sharing walls and having common spaces, you want amenities like pools, gyms, maybe gated access. The trade-off is control though. Condo living often comes with more shared decision-making, more rules, and higher monthly association dues because those fees cover more services and building expenses. HOA dues vary widely. So if they're not in your budget already, do not let it be an afterthought. When is a townhouse better in the downsizing decision-making process? In a townhouse, you own the unit itself, the land directly under it, and the sky above, meaning your personal policy typically covers the interior, while the HOA master policy covers the exterior and common areas. A townhouse is often a better option when you still want to feel like a home and still want a little bit more independence. You may get a private entry, a small patio, or a yard, maybe an attached garage space, and a layout that feels closer to single-family home. The HOA still typically handles the exterior of the buildings, the community amenities, the landscaping for the complex, and stuff like that. Arizona community documents and assign exterior maintenance differently, so you have to read the HOA's documents, the CC&Rs, instead of assuming. A townhouse may be a right fit for you if you want less space, but not too little. You still want a garage or extra storage. You want fewer shared hallways and elevators, like a bit more privacy, or you want a transition that feels easier coming from a detached home. The catch is that a townhouse can come with more maintenance responsibility than a condo, depending on the community. If your version of downsizing is, I never want to think about exterior repairs again, let's talk and make sure that we find you just what you're looking for before entering into a purchase contract. The money question most downsizers miss. People get fixated on purchase price and forget the monthly carrying costs. That's where mistakes happen. Before choosing either one, compare the full monthly number, the mortgage, the property taxes, the homeowner's insurance, the monthly equivalent HOA dues, utility costs, expected maintenance, special assessments, and such. Now, the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, recommends looking at the full housing budget, not only the house price, when deciding if you can comfortably afford it. And one more thing, don't assume that the cheaper purchase price automatically is a cheaper lifestyle. A condo with a steep HOA fee could cost more each month than a townhouse with a slightly higher price and lower dues. Which one is better for aging in place? This part matters more than people think. A condo can be great for aging in place if it offers single-level living, elevator access, secure entry, and minimal maintenance. A townhouse can be great too, unless it has lots of stairs and no realistic main floor living setup, stuff like that. So ask yourself a boring question that ends up being wildly important later. Can I live here comfortably for 5 to 10 years, not only today? That question saves people from buying cute, and that can become annoying pretty fast. My honest take, if you want the lowest maintenance, nice downsizing path, start with condos. If you want to downsize without feeling like you gave up too much, start with townhouses. Neither one is automatically better. The better one is the one that matches your energy, budget, storage needs, and tolerance for HOA living. A lot of buyers say they want to downsize. What they really want is less cleaning, less maintenance, lower monthly stress, less wasted space, and a home that feels easier to manage. Those goals can point to a condo or a townhouse. You just need to know which problem you're solving. Here's a smart way to decide. When I help buyers think through this kind of move, I compare these 5 things side by side: total monthly payment, HOA rules and fees, exterior maintenance responsibility, stairs layout and long-term comfort, storage, parking, and guest spaces. Those side-by-side view usually clears things up pretty fast. The bottom line, buy a condo when downsizing means you want simplicity, convenience, and less responsibility. Buy a townhouse when downsizing means you want smaller living but a little more independence and space. And before you decide, read the HOA's CC&Rs, review the insurance setup, and run the true monthly cost. That's where the good decision lives. If you're thinking about downsizing in Chandler and you're not sure whether a condo or townhouse is the better fit, reach out to me. I'll help you compare the cost, the HOA details, maintenance responsibilities, and lifestyle differences so you can make the right move with confidence. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm Nancy Wittenberg with Coldwell Banker, your dedicated home advocate.